Broyles here with a color shift animated GIF tutorial for you in photopea.com. So we're going to take one of our linear symmetrical photos that we did, and we are going to apply a color shifting technique to it and turn this into an animated GIF using photopea.com. So follow along with us. All right. So first things first, I am going to open my PNG of one of my linear symmetry photos. So I'm going to open this one. And as a reminder, we created this PNG for print. So it's got 300 pixels per inch. It is a large letter size photo. I need to downsample that, which means I need to suck some of the pixels out so that this file does not become so large that it crashes Photopea and won't run as an animation. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to go to image size. And this is where I'm going to take the dots per inch or pixels per inch, and I'm going to bring it down to 72 pixels per inch. All right. I'm also going to look at the inches here. I don't need this to be a letter size document anymore. So I might bring this down to maybe uh like a 5 by 6.5. It's almost like a 5 by 7. So smaller file size, smaller dots per inch. Click OK. It's going to shrink down, but then I'm just going to zoom back in. Yes, I lost some quality, but from what I'm aiming for today, this is what I need to do this in Photopea. I do not want to accidentally save over my original PNG, so I'm going to go File, Save as PSD, and right away I'm going to call this color shift. I always like to add a 1 just because I might make a few of these. So color shift 1, save. I save in documents because my downloads is full of sources. All right, so I now have a smaller file. I've got my layers open here. I've got adjustments open here. Again, if you don't have adjustments open, go to Window, go down to Adjustments, and make sure you can see your adjustments layer. So to animate in Photopea, there is one thing we have to do over here to the name of the layer. So this is going to be my first layer. Instead of background, make sure that's not locked. Nope, it's not. I'll shrink my screen down just a tad. And remember, Photopea does have ads on the sides. I just have the ads off the side of my screen. All right, back to animating. To animate, I have to name this underscore lowercase a underscore, and then maybe I'll just write copy. Okay. That underscore lowercase a underscore is what's going to tell Photopea that this is going to become an animation. Now to start animating, I'm going to use the adjustment layer of hue saturation, and I'm going to pull the hue all the way down to -180 because I'm going to start at -180. I'm going to go up. I can go up every 10 or every 20. If Photopea keeps crashing on me, I'm going to go up every 20. But I'm going to go up every 20, and then I'm going to hit a positive 180. So it's going to go all the way -180, all the way up to a positive 180. That's 360. So if I go by 10, that's 36 layers. I might drop that down by going up by 20, which would be 15, 18 layers. All right. So let's see how this goes. So the first one, -180. I'm going to take that hue saturation. I'm going to merge that hue saturation down onto my first layer here. All right. From this layer, I need to go, instead of duplicate layer, for this type of project, I need to go duplicate into. And it's going to duplicate into this project, it's going to put another number on it. So this is my second layer. It's number 2. So notice it's the same color. I'm going to go to hue saturation. I'm going to go up by 10. So I'm just going to move the hue saturation up by 10. Let's see if I can do this by 10, because it's a really smooth animation if you go by 10. And from moving this up 10, then I'm going to merge that down. So then the first layer is at -180. This is -170. Okay. And then I'm just going to repeat. Duplicate into, click OK, hue saturation 10 over, click enter, merge down. Yay! Here we go again. Duplicate into, hue saturation, type a 10 in the hue, enter, merge down. Do it again. Duplicate into, hue saturation. Oops, don't get tricky. Type 10, merge down. Okay. And you can start seeing, I can click and drag on these little eyeballs or do them one by one. The color shift is happening here. Just don't forget, duplicate into, hue saturation 10, enter, merge down. I'm going to pause the video for just a second while I get all my layers going. So just hang on real quick and do your layers, and let's come back together in just a second. Pausing. All right, so we're back. I found when I was making all these layers, it really helped to say them out loud. So as I did this, I would go duplicate into, hue saturation 10, merge down, and I would just keep doing that. So that is an extra copy. If you notice, I have 36 layers that went up by 10. That's 360 degrees around the color wheel. And because I named these _A_ and that copied it, what's going to happen is first I'm going to save my work. So I'm going to save it as a PSD. Make sure you've called it color shift. Okay, it's the same as what we did earlier. Click save, replace the original file that we saved when we started. And then now to get this to play, I'm going to export it. And instead of exporting as a PNG like we normally do, I'm going to export it as a GIF. And what this exported GIF is going to do, because I labeled my layers _A_, it's going to give me this animated GIF area here in the save for web. And I can change the speed at what I want this to play. I'm just going to keep it at the normal speed it gives me. The quality is at 100%. It is a small file because I did not want this to crash photopea. You can try doing it as a larger file if you want. And then I'm going to make sure that it repeats 0 forever so that it keeps the kaleidoscope effect. I'm going to click save. I'm going to keep it in documents. I'm going to click save. It's going to save my document. And then in order to play my document, in downloads, if I click on it and just try to open it on like a normal like viewer, it's going to just show me all the layers. Okay, that's not what I want to see. What I want to do is, you need a browser. So I would open this with Safari or Google Chrome or something like that. And when you open it in a browser, this is where you're going to see it actually play. When you add it into Padlet, I believe it'll play as a GIF as well. We'll try that out to see how it works. This is something that you can use as a profile picture. So if I wanted to go into my profile picture here, I could edit my profile picture. I could put this animated GIF as my profile picture, and then I would have a moving profile picture for my Google if I wanted to. So in a nutshell, that is how you animate using photopea. Can't wait to see your kaleidoscope, color shifting, abstract, linear, symmetrical designs popping into Google Classroom. So thanks for playing and enjoy animating your photos.